have literally one video ever mentioning this brand. So the thing is, me and Kayali. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you guys are new here. My name is Maria, or itsMJ here on YouTube. And if it's your first time stumbling across my channel, here we talk a lot about fragrances, from hauls to reviews to declutters to just chit chats and all that. And if you're a returning subscriber, well, thank you so much for coming back. So as you guys saw by the title, today we're going to be talking about new fragrances that I'm actually intrigued in trying out, either buying them, sampling them, smelling them, whatever. I'm just intrigued by the fragrances. Last week I did a video on fragrance releases that I'm not excited in trying. Now keep in mind, this is obviously not a review. I cannot do a review on fragrances that I have never smelled. This is just simply a chit chat based on reviews that I've seen, reviews that I read, and of course, most importantly, notes. So without rambling on, let me just jump into it. Also, if you see me looking down, it's because I have my phone right here and I have Fragrantica open. So the first perfume that I have on my list here is a perfume not released this year, 2021. It was actually released in 2020. I heard about it, however, in the beginning of 2021. And there were not many reviews. It was not popular at all. It was just like random videos that I came across. And I was really interested in it, just because I wanted something very light, sweet, fluffy, similar to Ariana Grande Cloud, but a little bit more milky or creamy, not as airy. And this is signature Mont Blanc for women. And the main accords are vanilla, floral, musky, citrus, powdery, etc. It has notes of clementine, peony, ling-ling, I can never pronounce that one, vanilla, white musk, and benzoin. So the reviews that I saw made it seem like a gourmand. And honestly, based on notes, I wasn't really sure how it was a gourmand. Point is, the reviews made it seem very fluffy, soft, cozy, sweet, delicious, a very easy, not so thick, but with some depth gourmand. As of recently, I want to say for the past maybe month to 2 months and a half, this perfume has become a lot more popular. And honestly, since it became popular, I kind of lost the interest in trying it. But recently, I was talking to Takara about this perfume, and she mentioned one specific key term that I have not heard anyone discuss other than one person, and she said that this perfume had a clean aspect to it. And I was like, yeah, I mean, based on notes, I can low-key kind of get that. For me, peony has that clean, soapy aspect, and that's a component that makes this perfume completely different. So now I'm kind of thinking it's kind of like a sweet dryer sheets type of smell, similar to that marshmallow perfume from Dolce & Gabbana, where that one, yes, it's fluffy and soft and sweet, but it does have a clean wipes type of smell to it. So I'm thinking it's along that vein of perfumes or smell. So yeah, and she was one of the only persons that I know that actually did not like that perfume. Like literally, there has not been one review that I have seen of someone saying that they don't like this perfume. Literally everyone loves it. A lot of people are raving about it, and the fact that she didn't like it makes me think that I probably won't like it as well, because we have very similar fragrance tastes, and just that clean aspect for me is kind of what just like threw me off. And now I'm just interested in smelling it, not because I want it, but just to like see what the fuss is about. Right, the next perfume that I'm interested in trying is also another one from 2020. This is not newly launched, but I came across it just because I was seeing the new nude perfumes that Kim K was coming out with. None of them really piqued my interest. Would I be interested in trying them? Maybe so, but point is, none of them intrigued my interest that much for them to be on this list. And I went back to the Crystal line that she has. I actually really enjoy that line. I had 2 perfumes from that line. I had Crystal Gardenia, which was really nice, but I did declutter that one just because I had another perfume in my collection that I bought afterwards that smelled similar to that one. But that Crystal Gardenia one, like, I wore out. Like, it smelled really good for a celebrity perfume. And there was another one, it was like a pear one. That one smelled really good, but it had terrible performance on me, so I did declutter that one. But anyway, so I came across this one just browsing around the line. And this is Crystal Violet Musk from obviously from Kim K. The main accords are vanilla, lavender, and it's sweet, aromatic, floral, white floral, fresh, spicy, blah blah blah. It has certain notes that intrigue me, such as bergamot. I really enjoy bergamot. Bergamot for me in perfumery adds this bright sweet, just like a, I don't know how to describe it, but it adds a very nice brightness to a perfume. And it has sugar at the top and lavender, and it has jasmine, lily of the valley, vanilla, and tonka bean. So I'm assuming that it's along the line of like a very soft, feminine, like office appropriate, or like a bed night scent, being at home scent, doing errands. I have been really enjoying those type of perfumes. Very soft and light and airy, maybe a little bit powdery because of the tonka bean and the sandalwood, slightly creamy, sweet, but not overly gourmand, decadent, heavy. Like that is what I'm getting. Somewhat of an intimate scent, not a skin scent, but leaning feminine, intimate. I'm not sure, obviously I haven't smelled it, but that's what I'm getting. I'm just really interested in trying this perfume just because, like I said, I was very pleasantly surprised from the other two that I tried from her line. The next perfumes that I'm super interested in trying, it's either or, honestly, not gonna lie. One of them is Linter D, the Intense one, the one in the black bottle. I believe this one came out last year, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure it came out in 2020. I was really interested in trying it as soon as it came out. I had Linter D during that time, the original one. That is a perfume that I went back and forth with. I thought it smelled super, super, super good when I first tried it. It smelled very candy-like, very sweet, but I overwore it for literally just 1 week and I started to find it pretty cloying and very sweet and kind of just like overwhelming. For me, I think it was the fact that it was pretty linear and it's just like I got bored of it. On my skin, it would literally turn like sugary sweet, so it was pretty just obnoxious to me. Not gonna lie, great performance, but it got obnoxious. I ended up getting BDK Tuberose Imperial. I ended up enjoying that one more just because I found it more grown-up-ish, more expensive smelling, and just got rid of it. And then I got intrigued by Linter D Intense because of the sesame seed and black pepper. So I was like, ooh, it seemed more like a more sexy version of Linter D, probably more dark, more intense. Maybe not in like performance white intense, but just heavier. It just wasn't as sugary and cloying, less youthful, more mature smelling. It probably cut through the sweetness. So the intense version of Linter D is one that I have been interested in trying for quite a while. As soon as they came out, still haven't smelled the intense version, and this year they came out with the Rouge. And I was seeing Amber from Amber Chantel's channel, and she reviewed it. I'll link her review down below, and she mentioned that it gave her similar vibes, not that they smell the same, but it gave her similar vibes to Armani Code. I don't know if it was cashmere or satin, one of those. I think it was satin maybe. Point is, the Rouge version also seems like a sexier version, maybe like even a night version of the two, the Linter D and the Intense one. And the bottle alone just gives me like that type of vibe, and it has a blood orange note and it has ginger. So I can kind of see the correlation where Amber was talking about in regards to Armani Code. The Armani Code line, I have satin and I have cashmere. I'm actually selling cashmere because Code and satin smell very similar, but cashmere for me smells a little bit more floral and satin smells a little bit more like a little bit leaning more sweet, more gourmandish kind of. Shouldn't say gourmand, it just has a sweeter touch. So because of that comparison, I got interested in trying Rouge just because that Code line has terrible performance. I've literally only kept satin just because I really, really enjoy the smell of it, but I hate the performance. And I got rid of cashmere because I'm like, the performance is terrible, y'all. Like, I did not use it that many times for my dent to be this big. Like, no way, Jose. No way, Jose. And since the Linter D original had a really great performance, I hope that Rouge also has the same performance, but it smells similar around that vein of sexy, sweet perfumes. I feel like it's probably like a femme fatale perfume. So the next one that I have here is a random one, and I came across this perfume because I was watching this channel. I'm running a blank right now, but I'm gonna link it down below because I've been really enjoying this girl. Like, I've been binge watching her. She's so funny. She has a problematic personality, not gonna lie. I don't think she's a channel or a personality for everyone, but she's my type of personality because like it's very entertaining. She cuts right through the chase, no bullshit. She tells you what she likes, what she doesn't. She's just not for everyone. But that's cool, especially in the fragrance community, because there's a lot of emotional people on here, but that's not here nor there. Well, I should say I came across this one video and she mentioned this perfume, and the way she was talking about it, how it's a compliment getter, and a lot of people have complimented her on this perfume. People even have jotted it down, and I'm a compliment whore. This is where it gets like problematic and people just, but I love compliments. I've said this before, and it seemed like one of those airy You But Better perfume, and y'all know I've been obsessed with those. So I looked it up, and it's called Amber by Name. I think that's how you pronounce it. I couldn't find it on Fragrantica. They only had the oil listed on there, and the one note was amber, so I guess amber is literally the only note. I don't know, y'all, but it seemed like one of those molecule type of perfumes, like a 540 maybe perfume, or molecule 1 or whatever. Like, it just seemed one of those. Probably don't detect it as much on you, but people can really smell it on you. It just mixes well with your body chemistry. Point is, I'm so intrigued in that one, and that is one that I really want. And I enjoy those type of perfumes because they also work very well when it comes to layering, and I love to layer. I use Cloud as a perfume like that as well. All right, so the next one that I have here is none other than Invite Only, or Amber Invite Only. I don't know, y'all. The new Kayali perfume. Now, so the thing is, me and Kayali, I have literally one video ever mentioning this brand, and it was the review on Vanilla 28, I think, the vanilla perfume, okay? And I really enjoyed the smell of vanilla. I really enjoyed that perfume. During that time, it's nothing out of this world, nothing to smash your head in a wall for, nothing to drive over the bridge, nothing too crazy. If you are looking for a simple vanilla that literally smells like brown sugar, there, it's nothing more, nothing less. So I really enjoyed the smell of this vanilla perfume from Kayali, but the performance was outrageously terrible. Like, it was so bad. To this day, that is the worst performing perfume that I've ever tried, y'all. And it's so disappointing because I remember when I would spray that perfume, I would literally sneeze. And you would think that for a perfume that's so potent that just makes me sneeze or whatever, you would think that it's like, girl, skin scent where? It wasn't even a skin scent for me. It just was really bad performance. And I know for some people it's like top performing, whatever, y'all, I don't know. I know, however, I'm not the only one with performing issues specifically for that perfume. I'm just gonna leave it at that. But smells like brown sugar, smells good, but terrible performance. After that, I was not interested in the Kayali brand. A few months later, I want to say towards the end of last year and the beginning of this year, I did start testing out two. It was Elixir, which is the one in the black bottle, and I tested out Deja Vu. Okay, I was not impressed. Whatever, skin sense, kind of whatever. Elixir did seem like a little bit more potent, but nothing to write home with. Like, and I actually didn't even enjoy the smell of Elixir. To me, it just smelled like apple cider vinegar. Like, that's what it smelled like to me. So Deja Vu was a clear juice when I got the sample, and just last week I went to revisit it again. I used my sample already. As a matter of fact, let me get it so I can show you guys that I used a sample. So this right here is the Kayali, you guys can see there, Deja Vu sample. And I wanted to do another impression like on camera, but honestly, like, I was so intrigued at the fact that this juice had completely just gotten dark that I was like, maybe it's stronger now. So I sprayed the whole sample on me. I obviously am an oversprayer, but I got a good amount of sprays out of this sample right here for like a normal person. I did here, back there. I did inside here, I did here, I did here. Then I did one of these where I do my hair, and then I did one of these. Point is, I got a good amount of sprays just with the sample. And I was like, oh wow. So when I first smelled this, I was like, why is no one saying that this smells like a Narciso Rodriguez musk? Like, literally one of the musks that I've tried from Narciso Rodriguez. Why is no one saying that this smells like literally like Elisa Le Parfum? Like, why is everyone so hyped about this perfume if it literally smells like another one? That was my first impression. So when I tried it again last week, I was like, oh wow, it got sweeter. I was like, I kind of get it. It's like a slight, I don't want to say fruity, but it's a slight sweetness. and it's still musky, and it still actually reminded me of the Narciso Rodriguez musk, but sweeter, slightly more fruity though. I was like, this is really pretty. It had an addicting quality to it. I forgot to say that I also sprayed one right here just so I can keep smelling it like while I was at work. And I was like, oh wow, this is very feminine, very pretty, very work appropriate, very nice. Performance was not terrible at all. I would say that it lasted maybe the range, maybe like I could smell it on myself maybe for about 4 hours, 6 hours. It was like I couldn't really smell it like that. So I would say top 4 hours, 6 hours still there, but I probably had to like sniff myself to smell it, if that makes sense. Wasn't absolute terrible, as bad as vanilla was, but is it a perfume that I'm gonna go and literally drive myself crazy to get? Hell to the no. I think this is a nice perfume for maybe like a nurse, someone that probably wants to smell good and feminine, but they can't really wear perfumes, their environment. So I can recommend it for someone like that, or someone that maybe is allergic to perfumes or something heavy. So this is a very pretty perfume, but nothing too crazy for me to grab, just because I have a lot of other perfumes that I prefer more, you know, and I do like perfumes with some potency. They don't have to be beast, but I do definitely want you to be able to smell it on me for at least 8 hours. Sorry, not sorry. And I have my soft scents, for example, Kenzo Elixir, but that one also has amazing performance on me. And that's one of like my intimate scents, you know what I mean? So hope you catch my drift. So I was like, nothing to rave and run home about. Invite only, amber, whatever, kept popping up on my YouTube feed. Every release that Kayali has had since the vanilla one, I really honestly, like, I haven't cared. I mean, hello, you guys have not heard me talk about them, and that is why. I have actually gotten questions about why I don't talk about them. I just don't reply to that, but this is why. Like, I just don't care about the brand or the perfumes in general. Okay, sorry, not sorry. I really like Mona, her personality and all that. Like, she's very sweet and stuff, but I'm gonna keep it real. I just don't care for the perfumes that, whatever, you know. To be fair, I haven't smelled any of the newer releases from this year. Like, I haven't smelled the coconut one. I haven't smelled the one, Pink Diamond, I think it's called. That is one that I kind of was interested in trying, not gonna lie, just because it seemed similar to the realm of perfumes that I like. But if it's compared to like Usa and Mood, I already have the Nina Ricci L'Extase, and if I'm looking over there, because I literally have it like right in front of me. But I was like, probably nice, whatever. Am I interested in trying it? Maybe, I don't know, but I just don't care like that. So then I saw Nav's review, and she said this one line, and I was like, wow, you have my attention. And she said that it smelled like freshly washed cherries, put it in honey, or drizzled in honey, some shit like that. And I was like, and now it makes complete sense, because I have been stalking the Kayali page, and I literally saw their advertisement, and that's what the advertisement really was. I was like, oh, that's where she got it from. So I'm like, you're not that creative, you just copied the ad. Then I saw the ad, and I was like, this looks really good. It was advertised to be a very sexy perfume, and I love sexy perfumes, y'all. And I think this is the one perfume that was advertised heavily to be a sexy perfume. So I was like, now I've seen a couple of reviews that mention it being similar to Angel Share. I don't care for Angel Share anymore, especially the dry down. Bye, I'm gone. And some people have said that it smells like Lost Cherry. I have a dupe. I don't have Lost Cherry, and I haven't smelled Lost Cherry since it came out, but I have a dupe of the Lost Cherry, which is the Dossier one, which is like a dupe that I'm obsessed with, even though I do think that one is probably even more almondy. But anyways, it has been compared to Lost Cherry, and I don't know if I saw this. Did I see this? I think it was Emmy, the one that said that it smelled like maybe Tom Ford Noir Parfum. Maybe I'm crazy. But point is, if it smells like Tom Ford Noir Parfum plus cherry, I'm in there. I'm in there. I am so intrigued in smelling this perfume, like just on basically what I said, the ad, the cherries, the honey, the tobacco. I have seen or heard that it's not really oud heavy, so that's also another thing. Maybe it adds like a dash of oomph. I'm very, very interested in trying this perfume, y'all, and it's very exciting because since all their launches, this is the one perfume of theirs that I'm very, very interested in trying. So that was a long one. I feel like, Jesus Christ, 30 minutes. This one definitely took the cake. But that's pretty much it. Those are the new fragrances. Obviously not all from 2021, but new fragrances to me that I am very interested in trying. Let me know your thoughts. If you have them or if you smelled any of them, what do you think about them? Whatever, just leave it down below. So anyways, that's about it for today's video, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And as always, I hope you guys have a beautiful and wonderful and blessed day. And I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.